Okay, welcome back. This time we're going to talk about the other custom command over here called rotate slings. Now this one has a very specific purpose and it's all to do with building the rigging arrangements. Now you've seen me bring some blocks in, and we haven't spoken about blocks yet, but that is the next couple of videos where we will be talking about how to insert blocks into drawings and how to make them. For the time being, you may remember from my computer setup that there's a vertical screen to the right here where I keep my file management system. I'll quickly drag it. So this is, for instance, the collection of rigging blocks that you'll get with this training. So I keep it over at the bottom of this other monitor. So when I'm bringing things in, so for instance, I'm going to bring in that Franner spreader bar. I just click, hold and drag it and drop into AutoCAD. And to left and 3 rights, and we'll go through that in detail when we do the blocks. Now, all of the rigging is drawn vertically. So, for instance, when I bring in the side view of a shackle, it's vertical. I'm going to drop that on the center point of that lug, the left and 3 rights. When I bring in a sling, let's say I bring in a 6 meter synthetic sling, which has a 90-degree twist in it. Okay, looks like that. And the insertion point on slings is always at the contact point where it will contact a shackle or a fitting. So it's obviously going to contact the inside of the bow of the shackle. So that's the left and 3 rights there. Now, once I've put that on, sling and shackle on, I'll draw a circle. So C on the command line for circle, right click. This is the center of the shackle pin. This is the top of the shackle pin there, but for the time being we're interested in the center of the shackle pin, because that's where this rigging will rotate from. And I'm going to draw that line up to this end point is the contact point at the top of the sling. So that's where I'm going to draw that circle to. So that's one side of the rigging drawn. Now, as you've seen through these modify commands, I can either copy this or I could mirror it to the other side of the bar. I think I'll just use copy. So I click on the left click on copy. I select the circle and the sling and the shackle. I confirm my selection with a right click. I hold my cursor. To get the base point, I want the center of that circle. So as long as I hold my cursor anywhere on that circle, I will get the center. Then I can zoom back into the other end of the spreader bar and place that. All right, now I'll quickly dive into one of the crane folders and get a hook. We will use a hook off a 130. So there's the hook there. I'm first going to drop it onto the intersection of those circles because that is the exact midpoint of this lift. So with the left, 3 rights. Then I'm going to move the hook up until it's on those circles. And this is where finally the rotate slings command comes in. So if I tried to use the normal rotate tool to rotate that shackle and sling, so I've selected them, I'll confirm my selection with a right click. The base point is the center of this circle. So if I left click to get the center, you'll see I can't get up to the hook. I can't zoom in because the slings aren't there. So that's why we don't use the ordinary rotate, and it's why we use the rotate slings. You could potentially use a rotate boom, but the rotate slings tool is going to be a lot easier. So I left click on rotate slings, and you'll see that the UCS has immediately shot vertically up the screen, and it's saying rotate select objects. So I select that sling and that shackle, confirm my selection. The base point for rotation is the center of this circle, so I hold my cursor close to that circle, and you'll see now I'm attached, and I can very easily zoom in and place that sling. Now I've left click to finish, and that's got me out of that command. However, the UCS is still turned, the X is still up the screen. So what I can do now, I can immediately right click, which brings back the rotate command. If you look at the command line, I select the other sling and shackle, confirm with a right click, base point is the centre of this circle, and I can go up there and place that sling. Then I can click on that and click on that and press the delete key, and that will erase them. Now, you must remember to put this back to normal. So we hit the World UCS, and that's how we build a rigging arrangement, very basic one, and that is the reason for rotate slings. Okay, thank you.